So, hi, I'm Brittany. I am now 30 years old, the Scary 30s Club. I am a single mom. I have a little girl. She's 6 years old. I started on my fitness journey 3 years ago on her third birthday. I remember coming home after her birthday party, and I wanted to compare a photo of her from her prior birthday to that year. And I had always been a big girl, but I noticed, like, wow, like, you put on a lot of weight. And I said right then and there, like, next morning I was going to wake up and start on my diet. Didn't know at that moment that it was going to change my life forever. I started dieting. A month later, went to the gym. Shortly after that, met a trainer, and ever since then, completely changed my life, and hopefully my daughter's, for tons of reasons. But never been a workout person, never went to the gym. We were just all telling a story about when I went to gym class in high school. I would just wanted to look at the boys, didn't want to mess up my face. I'd always been overweight and always accepted it and loved myself for who I was. I think deep down inside, anyone who is overweight, subconsciously hates it and wishes that they weren't. But I was definitely lucky enough to still find the love in myself to not only love myself then, but love myself enough to change. So that's where I'm at now.
Nice. During your journey, have you faced any obstacles?
I think we all face different obstacles all the time. I think my biggest obstacle has been people telling me I couldn't do certain things, and luckily that made me push myself. My trainer that I had started with actually told me that I wouldn't be able to do my first Spartan race. At that point I had lost 100 pounds, but was happy and kind of eating again, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that pizza. And he's like, you wouldn't be able to do it, to focus and do that race. And those small things, those obstacles that kept coming at me of someone telling me I couldn't do it, only pushed me to do it more. Then just being a single mom, I've gone to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. I've gone to the gym at 9 o'clock at night. I've gone, missing birthday parties and different events because I couldn't be by the food, and I just knew I wasn't strong enough. So all those obstacles, to me they were just a stepping stone, but some people might consider that an obstacle. So, yeah.
Thanks. So tell me a little bit about your training style. What is your favorite workout or exercise?
My training style has been all over the place since I've kind of started. At first, I was a cardio junkie. My first goal was to run a 5K, so it was like I would just be on that treadmill for as long as I could, just run. And at the same time, I was introducing myself to the weights. Then I turned into more of, let's do some burpees and then lift some weights and change some things. Right now, I'm all about the iron. I want to press as much as I can, squat as much as I can, really get some gains going. So I would say my favorite exercise, I'm a squat girl. Give me anything with my legs and I'm happy. But so I love to squat. I love to put that extra weight on there and really feel something from head to toe. Like a squat isn't just in your legs. You feel it everywhere, and it's definitely a mental exercise. So that's my favorite.
Okay. So what are your long-term or short-term goals for fitness?
Well, currently I am training to compete in a figure competition in the MPC, so bodybuilding, which is a feat all on its own. When I when I step on stage, I will have lost around 235 pounds. So
amazing.
Yeah, and not a lot of people have done that, and that's a huge goal for me. Just so many people have already said that they didn't think I could do that and that it wouldn't happen and I would need surgery, and I'm really excited to do that. But long term, I want to open my own gym. I want to open more of a wellness center. I think helping people not only physically but mentally. I think a lot of people, when they do lose weight, it's a mental battle at the same time. Just like I said, people telling you can't, and believing that you're the new person that you've created in the gym, also outside of the gym.
Yeah, good. And what is your inspiration? Like, what keeps you going?
My daughter, every day. You know, my parents were not overly fit people. They didn't get us out of the house. We weren't going on family bike rides. And, you know, I look at her and she wants to. And I wonder if, when I was younger, I wanted to. I wonder if that was something that I had asked my parents. And I remember when I was 360 pounds, we sat on the couch on my off day. And I'm like, what movie do you want to watch? What do we want to order for lunch? Or, you know, and I wonder now, when I was younger, if I wanted the same thing with my parents, like, let's go for a bike ride. So every day I look at her and, you know, now she walks around the house like this, you know, like pretending to pose and flex, and I'm so excited to inspire her every day and let her know that if you want it, you can have it. You just got to work for it.
So what are some of your fitness accomplishments?
So I completed my Spartan trifecta, so that was huge for me. That was my goal last year, and I was so excited to do that. That was amazing. Right after I completed the Spartan Beast, the next weekend, I did a half marathon, which was insane and not the best idea ever. Like, as soon as I started running, I was like, oh, I remember that wall, then that bruise, and it was just all bad. But being able to, like, put that 13.1 sticker on my car next to my Spartan sticker was, like, such a huge accomplishment. So right now it's just been races and everything. And then obviously the accomplishment of the weight loss and keeping it off. That is, everyone will say, is the hardest part of losing weight, is actually keeping it off. And they're right. When your mind's set in losing the weight, it's a lot easier than when you're just enjoying life again. That it could come back on really quickly. So that's what I'd say thus far are my accomplishments.
And so what makes you want to compete in this Spartan Challenge?
You know, I want any person who's ever thought that they couldn't do this see somebody who actually did it. You know, people can see pictures online and they see different advertisements of different supplements that they're like, oh, you can buy this and you can get this package. And I think it's really hard to find a person who just did it by diet and exercise, no special program, no special pill. So when someone said you can do this and actually show the world the hard work and the inspiration that they can do it too, right away I was like, sign me up. How can I do this? How can I help somebody else do something that I personally never thought I would ever do in my life? So that's why I want to do it.
Okay, I do have one more question.
Yeah.
Maybe two questions.
Ask away.
Did you ever, so when you started your journey, I'm sure there were many a times where you might have wanted to give up.
Yeah.
So did you ever have an aha moment?
Yeah. So before I started working out, man, was I like not a great person. I think I was always a sweetheart, always nice to people, but once I left work, I wanted to go out to eat and I wanted to go get drunk. I think, you know, like people will say I ate my feelings and I drank my feelings. And I realized that I took myself out of the present. I wasn't a present mom. I wasn't a present friend. Unless you wanted to go to the bar. Then I was all game. Then it was like, I'm there with you. And so I started the journey and, you know, I started losing friends, realizing in a good way, but it took a moment, that those aren't really friends if they're not going to be with you on this journey. But I remember having a really bad argument / breakup with a boyfriend, and I was like, nope, I'm going to the bar. So I got all dressed up and went to the bar, and the shot glass was sitting there in front of me, and I was like, I'm supposed to be at the gym in the morning. And I just stared at the shot glass and I thought about my daughter. I was like, I'm going home. I was like, no, this is who you are now. This is who you're going to be. And that stuff's not going to change your life, because you did it. You changed it. Not this drink, not the bar. And it's time to go home where you belong. So the next morning I woke up and went to the gym and had one of the best workouts ever. And from that day forward, it's been nonstop. Engines are rolling and I'm going.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Sorry, guys.